guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Leslie Nicole, and if you're returning, thank you guys. I love you so much. Okay, so let's get into this whirlwind of a video. Okay, so the past few days have been very stressful. I would actually say my stress is a real thing. Okay, I know it is, but I'm just saying I experienced it to a 10th degree. So this past weekend I had my kids, which was great. Like everything was great. I needed to print off. Okay, so my work gives us a calendar of like our pay and like calendar days, whatever, but it's like in blocks, right? So what I wanted to do is I wanted to print a single calendar and write some stuff down, etc., etc. So I went onto Google searched calendars and I guess I clicked on a button. Again, I'm very aware on my malware, all the things. So I guess it was 123calendars.com. So don't go there. It's a terrible website. Spammy, whatever kind of thing. So I clicked on it, and then all of a sudden I got an alert, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I closed it, logged out, all the things. And then I started getting notifications saying, oh, you have this match. It's like, it was like a thing. And I like panicked. I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I was scared. Like I literally thought my life flashed before my eyes. I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to take my email. They're going to take all my information. They're going to do all these things. I literally was like, oh my gosh, this happened on a Monday. I was off, as you guys saw. It was for Tracy's birthday. So I was just printing stuff. Like, again, it was just like I was on the computer, whatever. And so this happened Monday evening. Monday around like 4:30, and I was like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? So then of course I was like, okay, let me go tomorrow to work, to like, Tuesday to work, and figure out like, with one of the IT people, and I do that because, oh man, I was telling him like I clicked on this thing and like it gave me an alert, and it was just like this thing on Chrome and whatever, and I didn't have a picture, but now I have pictures. So the IT pretty much like what I'm at the end of the day, the story gets better. It's just, I was so stressed out. I was scared. I was told that, oh yeah, it's problematic. You're going to have to get rid of your computer. You're going to have to delete everything, all the things. But like, I was checking my emails. I was checking my apps. I was checking my like things like, your money. Cause you're like, oh my God, are they going to take money from me? You don't know. Right. And it was like, it was a scary moment where I was like, I know better to click things. But when you have like, for example, you get a phishing email and you're like, oh, that's totally phishing, blah, 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 all the things, but when to get that, it was like, I just know better. And it was just one of those things where you just click, it wasn't a print button. It was like a thing. I don't even know. And I know command print is the thing, but what I was really upset about is like, and I was really scared and I was stressed out, was that Tuesday, a coworker, IT guy kind of said, oh yeah, you got to do all this stuff. And I was like, can you please help me? Like, can I call you? Can we like FaceTime or something? And I think it was just like the attitude. He was willing to help me during the day, but when it came to the evening, he's like, no, I don't care about helping you. And I literally was like, I am stressing out. I don't know what I'm doing. Can you please? He's like, I'll send you the email of what to do, and it's easy right there, all the stuff. And again, I messaged him, didn't hear back. Again, Tuesday, I did not sleep. So Tuesday evening, I called Apple and I said, I don't know what's going on. Like all the things I don't really know, all the things. And so the guy on the phone was like, yeah, we can reset your computer, but I don't think you need to. Like, I think that's a Google issue. I can transfer you to Google support. And I was like, no, I was like, let me make an appointment with Apple. So then I got an appointment with Apple, and Apple, I forget the guy's name, but if I ever do a survey, the guy's name was absolutely amazing. He's here in Winnipeg. If you go see him, he's so smart and knowledgeable. I literally tell you, I carried my computer and it's so heavy. It's so old. Like when I say it's old, like 2011, that's how old it is. I took it with my dad. We carried it around, brought it in, and they were like, okay, not a problem. And then he looked it over and he's like, wow, your computer's very old. And he's like, I'm surprised it's still working. I was like, I know. He's like, one day it's going to crap out on you. But then I showed him like what happens when we log in, and he looked into it and he's like, there's nothing. And I was like, I don't have a virus. He's like, the fact that Apple reiterated said, no, you're fine. And I was like, what? And he's like, no, you have nothing. There's nothing wrong. Apple is so protective of its like users, like as in like, he was like, no, Apple is so far in advance that like nothing, there's no problems. Like you would know if you were taking over. The fact that like if you gave authority to somebody to go onto your computer, that's when you've hacked. Usually people want you to click on something to log in and give them money. So that's what I learned. And I was like, oh, okay. So I brought it in thinking, I was like, my time in the Apple store was like half an hour maybe of that. And he was so great. He's like, you know, the only thing we need to be worried about is the amount of pictures and stuff to put that on a hard drive, which I have done already. But I'm just more like, I turned off the Wi-Fi. I put on my hard drive. I collected all the data on my desktop. I put it on here. I transferred that. I got rid of stuff. I was like, oh my gosh. And I think I was at peace knowing, I was like, okay, if I need to lose things, I was like, all right, I'll leave it in your hands, God. I was like, you know what? I give it up to you, because I genuinely, if I have to lose it, I'll lose it. And I was like, that's okay. I don't have baby pictures of my kids. I was like, that's okay. That's okay. We'll recover, we'll recoup, or whatever. And the fact that I am okay, and the fact that like nothing is wrong, the fact that like the amount of relief, like when I say, like when I was in prep, I literally could not believe, I wasn't stressed out. I think it was just like the amount of stress that I felt, because you know, stress and prep bodybuilding show like is it different, but this stress was so hard on my stomach. I didn't sleep. I tossed and turned. I felt like ill. I was like stomach issues, bowel movement issues, terrible. Like I literally felt ill in that moment where he said like, you were fine. He's like, no, don't worry about it. He's like, you were fine. There's nothing wrong. He's like, we'll get rid of these alerts because it's just alerting you and being annoying. And I said, oh, he's like, other than that, he's like, you're fine. He's like, we checked. He's like, you're fine. And I was like, so why did the other guy tell me at work, like, you're fine? If there was something wrong, it would have shown. But we logged in and everything was fine. He's like, okay, but your computer's infected. So clearly he doesn't know what he's talking about. I was so mad. But the release that I felt, I was like, wow. And I actually, like, I don't know if people get cold when they're stressed. Like, they get cold or... Because I get back stressed, like, right on my bra line. I get very stressed out. But the fact that, like, I literally was, like... instant like warmth, instant release, like I was like, am I being tested? I was like, I don't even know. But I was like, God is so faithful. He protected me in that situation, because for my idioticness of taking it slow, not rushing, I would literally was like, okay, we're good, we're golden. So moral of the story is don't click on anything, and if you have Apple, you're pretty much okay. Yeah, just be careful. Just be careful out there. Don't use Bing, use Google, all the things. It's just, yeah, just be careful. The only biggest issue is if I do decide to buy another desktop, because I had like, it's a desktop, not a laptop. Desktop is roughly $1,700, which is insane. A laptop is $1,200. But if you bring in your old one, we can shimmy all the information across and go from there. But if it craps out, because he's like, you're literally on borrow time. And I was like, oh, he's like, one day your computer will just not turn on. And I was like, oh, he's like, after that, we can't do nothing. And I was like, okay, so now I'm transferring, all the pictures onto my hard drive. It's a great hard drive. I bought it a long time ago, so it's still good. But yeah, I literally, I feel relief. Just be aware. Don't let this happen to you. Be careful, you guys. It can just happen like that. It's insane, the amount of hackers, the amount of people that want your information and just want them to send you money and scam you. Like the amount of text messages I get. Did you get a new job? Hey, I paid you. Hey, Canada Revenue Agency. Hey, your bank is paused, or your Netflix account. Like they just want you guys to send the money. So please be alert, be aware. There are programs, lessons that you can learn to be more aware, but I am aware. I guess I didn't look proper. I don't even know. But anyways, that's the moral of the story. What a scary week. What a scary couple days. The stress was real. I think I probably lost like 5 pounds, to be honest. But a quick little update on my bodybuilding thing. Working out has been not super difficult, but I've been playing a lot more soccer than anything. But come February, I'm going to dial it in. We're going to be in and pretending that we're doing like a thing my own way, and we're going to be documenting. I feel like I'm going to make it like a 75 hard, but not go that way. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm going to do my own thing, figure it out, do all the things. So you'll see that upcoming, come in February. But that's a little quick update on scary time of my life, because I literally checked my phone, went to my emails. I was like, did they log me out? Did they do something? I don't know. I just like, it was a lot. And just make sure you guys have 2-factor authentication. Make sure you guys have a recovery email. Make sure you guys make sure you have your settings in order, and don't use the same password for every single app. Switch it up, because if they get one password, then they'll think that, oh, they have the same one. No, try to make it difficult. When I say difficult, make it hard. Like, for example, say capital C, cuddle, capital W, weather, put a space, put an underscore, put a dash, put Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Make it super long, and then add some crazy figures. Write that down. I know there's a lot of password keepers, but I'm literally by pen and paper. I literally have this paper in my purse, and I go through it if I forget it, because I just genuinely, I don't know. I don't want someone to hack through my password keeper and then get all my passwords for everything. So with that being said, that is the end of this video. I feel like I rambled way too long, and I hopefully you guys made it to the end. If you guys made it to the end, please comment. God is good. That's it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button on when I upload next, and I greatly appreciate you guys. And thank you guys for sticking around and listening, and new videos will be up this weekend. I'm really excited for this weekend. It's going to be a very good vlog weekend. So I love you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.